Pepe coin holders, I've got a video for you guys. Today I'm going to be talking about Pepe and give you guys my thoughts on where I think we could be head here. So without further ado, hit that like button. Welcome back to the Crypto Report. I'm Blacksea. Let's hop in this video. All right, guys. So starting off here on Crypto Twitter, I thought this was a silly post that was posted on February 18th by Bitster. He says, 21 rules of Pepe. Those who understand, stack Pepe. Those who don't, call it a meme. Everyone laughs at Pepe before they ape in. You will never be done exploring the depths of the meme. Pepe thrives in chaos. Pepe is the only game where degenerates can win together. Pepe is the ultimate internet relic you can truly own. I kind of actually, we're joking here a little bit, but some of this is actually true. It is a true internet relic that you can actually own, which I think is pretty cool. Everyone gets Pepe at the price they deserve. Only bet on Pepe with money you don't need for tendies, which basically don't invest more than you're willing to lose. But guys, I'm a believer in Pepe. I really am. I think that Pepe is a very strong coin just because of the IP, Pepe the Frog. And the hive mind of crypto and the world has decided what is the true Pepe coin. And I think that it's here to stay for a long time. And I think that there's going to be fantastic opportunities. I mean, maybe even right now to be buying Pepe for the long-term hold. And I know that sounds crazy because it's a meme coin, but I think that there is rewards to be garnered from it. Tickets to the meme revolution are priced in Pepe. True meme wisdom is reserved for those who believe. All your TA models will be wrecked. I like to use TA, definitely. You can't only look at TA for a meme coin because there's obviously whole other overarching market conditions that will affect the meme coin. But at the same time, yeah, I get why they say that because, yeah, a meme coin can just all of a sudden shoot up 100% or get a 10x immediately. Maybe not with Pepe because it's much larger, but I still think that a 10x is possible, especially if we see new all-time highs for Bitcoin. The cure to boredom is the green pill. B for Pepe, not against the memes. Yeah, I know that it's so interesting also because, rewind to when meme coin season first began a couple of years ago. There was a lot of haters. A lot of people were not big fans of meme coins. And, to be quite honest, at first I was like, this is probably not good for the crypto space, just a big extraction event. But there are some meme coins, aka Pepe, is included in that group that I think is very good for crypto and is an onboarding tool to onboard more users that are not already in the crypto space. Pepe is for everyone, but not everyone makes it. That's very true. Learn to think in memes. You don't change Pepe. Pepe changes you. Pepe eyes protect you from FUD and normie lies. Okay. Respect Pepe or it will turn you into a Wojak. You do not sell Pepe. Spread Pepe with love and memes. Yeah. It's very interesting because it's all jokes in here, but there are some truths behind a lot of this. And especially not putting more money in than you're willing to lose. But I really get behind the idea that this is a relic of the internet. And there's many Pepe coins that got created, but Pepe on ETH has been basically the chosen one. And after a coin gets chosen, all the derivatives go to zero. And right now, Pepe is performing really well. So let's take a look at Pepe's price right now. So we are flirting with a very important price level. We've been flirting with very important price levels basically since we broke below the bullish trend line here back in March 4th, 2025. This bullish trend line, we got a wick above it to indicate, I'm looking for bullish reversals when we close above this trend line, okay? So we are starting to close above it again, and we have a little baby red candle right now on Pepe here. But guys, we're still holding it as support. I like to see that. Back here, we didn't hold that as support. It was like a knife cutting through butter right there. And it was a huge bull trap. But right now, I think that the market is finally digesting the uncertainty of these tariffs. And yes, I'm not saying that it's completely digested them because I do think that with the end of these 90 days, because we're on a 90-day pause for these tariffs, I think there will be some more volatility. But I think it will be a lot less jarring than how it was when we first got these tariffs and it nuked the market. But right now, we are floating here on this level. Hey, if we can just sit and flip this as support, I think we're getting ready for some big relief, and I think we've been due for some relief across the entire crypto market. And I think Pepe is setting up for further relief here, especially like on the higher term time frames, on the weekly. We'll talk about the weekly here in a minute. But yeah, you look at market cipher, you have a red dot here on the momentum wave indicating we're probably due for a little bit more selling off. That's okay. That's okay. You know, we can wick below this, but I really, really would like us to see us just chop around up here. Even if we were to like just chop straight through this like this, I would say that's okay. Don't really think that that's going to happen, but I think there's more likelihood that we see something like this again. And we'll flirt with this level, and then hopefully we eventually flip it as support. But also looking at market cipher, you see you have green money flow, guys. Green money flow. It's starting to curl up. It's starting to actually have more money coming into this asset on the daily time frame than coming out. That is a good signal. So let's look at the weekly time frame and see what we got going on here. The weekly, in my opinion, is very bullish. You have a green dot here on the momentum wave on market cipher on the downside coming up. Like this momentum wave will take time, and it's good. We want it to take time to curl up, because the longer it takes time to curl up like this, the higher we're going to see Pepe go on the weekly time frame. And yeah, we are testing the bullish trend line as resistance right now. But we do have 4 days and 22 hours to flip this, and I think that there's a good chance that we do see that happen, especially like into the first week or two of May. I'm really expecting this relief to go into May for a week or two. And we are having monthly candle closure in the next 2 days, so we have to be keeping our eyes wide open for that. But guys, right now I am sniffing out long positions, and I am long on XRP. I'm getting ready to long Pepe if we see some continuation here. I've been pretty skeptical about opening long positions on meme coins because of this overall overarching market uncertainty because of these tariffs. And so I've been dabbling with some longs in like XRP, but I am waiting to go long on memes because I think there will come a time when it's like, okay, bullish reversal, let's go. And if you guys do want to take advantage of that volatility as well, check out in the description box below or pinned comment down below. We have a $5,000 sign-in bonus to Blofin. All you do is click that link, deposit, trail a bit. You get a bunch of free money. You can do all the way up to 100x leverage on Blofin. Should you do that? Only if you're just trying to have fun, not if you're trying to make money. That's purely gambling if you're going to be doing that. But if you do want to actually trade and like hedge investments as well, which I personally like to do, I was hedging short on Bitcoin probably like 5-6 days ago. And when I'm also like long alts at the same time, I look for positions that way. And if you want to do something like that and actually trade, you can do that. Check that out. And right now, I'll show you, like I'm negative right now on my XRP trade. It's a pretty large trade right now. I'm doing like 10x leverage on, it's like a $70,000 trade right now when you include the margin. But I'm cautiously optimistic here, guys. I do want to show you this. This is a pretty interesting chart about Pepe that I thought was funny. So this was Unusual Whales posted this. A coin created 4 days ago called Pepe has reached $150 million market cap and is up 250% in 24 hours. Someone tell Jerome Powell. This was basically 2 years ago, okay? April 19th, 2023. Wow, time flies. I remember when this was happening. And this is why it's so important to be, if you're really trying to like make big money in crypto and you're trying to really like run it up, you know, run your Phantom wallet up or your decentralized wallets up in crypto, it doesn't even need it. Just if you're trying to make money in crypto, you need to be really plugged into what's going on. That's why if you don't have an X account, I recommend you make an X account. Follow me at 333blackc on X or Twitter. And I'm very in tune, and I'll be posting lots of updates throughout the day. I've been doing that for years now, but this is, you'll see this. Like, you'll see this, like 250, it was a $150 million market, and we thought that was crazy. And it went to like $12 billion, a $12 billion market cap. Right now, we're sitting at rank 28, down 2.91% in the past 7 days, up about 0.5% in the past 24 hours. And right now we're at $3.74 billion, and I can't believe it. We were at $12 billion, so nearly $10 billion more on this market cap. And when that tweet came out, and this post came out, it was a $150 million market, but everyone was freaking out, and we came so high. We came so high, it's crazy. And you know, guys, we got the listing on Robinhood as well. I want to show you that. So back here, this purple line is when we got listed on Robinhood. You got to pay attention to those coin listings if you're trading memes or any crypto, really. Usually when you get that exchange listing, it's quite close to a sell the news event. If you look at the daily as well, you can see. But still, I still believe in Pepe. I think that as long as we're going to higher highs in 2025 for crypto, I expect Pepe to perform really well. It is, in my opinion, it has the largest hive mind, especially for younger investors, over Dogecoin, over Shiba Inu. And I think that Doge and Shib have a place in this market as well. Of course, they're huge, huge coins, but I think Pepe could definitely frog that flips the dog. I think that's possible. I think that Pepe could flip the dog. But I just want to say, like, looking at the overarching market now, Bitcoin's trading at $94,600, sitting at 63.47. Bitcoin down to exclude stablecoins at like 65.5%. This is an important price level. I really want to see us close like weekly timeframes above 95,000 at this point. Otherwise, like, yeah, we're probably due for a little bit of a pullback, but I don't think that we see the pullback until after at least the first week of May. And I think like the second week of May is when we should be expecting really a decision of, are we going to start to break down for a little bit, or are we going to continue to see this relief rally play out? So I'm paying very close attention to Bitcoin, the traditional market, and these price levels. But guys, all in all, I'm bullish on Pepe. Let me know in the comments below. Do you believe in Pepe? Are you DCAing into Pepe? I'm not DCAing in Pepe, but I am looking for long positions. I am looking to get in big when we see the right, when all the green lights and whistles are going off. I'm going to say, probably that's a bad way to put it. When all the green lights are flashing, whistles is like when it's like, get out, get out. But and whenever I see some green lights flashing in the right setups, then I'm going to be looking pretty eager into getting into Pepe heavier. But guys, if you like this type of content, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell right now. I really appreciate you watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.